America. It's starting to feel like a pretty good day today. You know what? It's such a good day that I think I'm gonna live stream Halo mods. Wrong. Actually, I think it's a pretty flippin' good day today. Boo! Jump scare. You're scared, as you should be. If there's one thing anyone knows about me, it's that I'm a very scary, intimidating guy. Did I download Helldivers? I think I did. I don't remember. I downloaded a bunch of games recently. I downloaded Minecraft. I downloaded Peak. I downloaded No Man's Sky. Maybe Helldivers. I don't know. Oh, and I downloaded Marvel Rival. I don't know if I downloaded Helldivers. I'll have to double check that. But welcome. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. I have much to show you. Very exciting thing. You look straight out of the Infinite engine? That's what I like to hear. Seeing Halo 4 with full physically based rendering with tons of Halo Infinite assets. Hearing that you think this looks like Halo Infinite is the greatest compliment you could give to this mod. And I'm sure Green agrees and is very happy to hear that. Because Infinite's a good looking game. It is a very good looking game. Is that the Halo Infinite trademark Falcon? That over there? It sure is. In fact, why don't we go take it for a little flight? We will be working on the Falcon today a bit. Because it does need some work. Let's take a quick little look-see here. First of all, let's just do a little run-through of everything. These are the older Halo Infinite vehicles I did ages ago. The Banshee here. The Ghost, very nice. The Wraith, pretty nice. The Warthog, very nice. The brand new Scorpion, we have it in now. Very, very nice. I love to see the Infinite Scorpion in here. The Infinite Falcon as well, with its weird cheese coating on the seat there. Wait, let's try not to look at that. It doesn't look like Infinite. It looks even better. That's the even better compliment. So there's no sounds here on the Falcon, but we can give it a little test drive. Add the reach decals to the Falcon. I think I will. So yeah, the Infinite Falcon is looking pretty good, all things considered. Oh, we're flying over the heads of the Infinite enemies here. The Grunt, the Jackal, the two types of elites I have in, as well as John Guy over there, the Hunter. Look at this, dude. Infinite Falcon, but it's got lean. Look at that. Look at that. It moves. It got that nice vehicle physics to it. You love to see it. You love to see it. I love it. I'm a huge fan of this Infinite Falcon. It's so good to see with its very, very detailed and lovely model, its physics and everything as well. Here's our Pelican. Now, this right here is the Halo Infinite Pelican. Flies better than the Infinite from though? Yeah, this is going to inevitably be a bit worse than the actual Infinite Falcon because I'm just porting it over as best I can. It's not going to actually look as good as the one in Infinite's engine, but I do think it's a pretty good approximation. It's very close. Now, you may notice that we have two Pelicans here, right? We have this one here on the left and this one here on the right. This one here on the right is the old Pelican I did, the very first import I ever did of anything from Infinite into Halo 4's engine. And this one here is a brand new one I've been using Serage's tool Occur to import. Demon, thank you for the 5!
Tonight is my last confirmed day off that I can actually do anything. Gonna be busy tomorrow. Hop on Helldivers, soldier.
I don't think I can hop on Helldivers because I don't think I have it downloaded. You know what? I will check right now. Hold on. Do I have Helldivers downloaded? Helldivers 2. Nope. I'm afraid not. And it's 142 gigs, which is space that I'm afraid I do not have. I can do you one that okay, I can't say it's one better, but I can say this. I downloaded Minecraft, I made my own mod pack, and I put Create in it. And I'm going to experiment with the Create mod in my free time. It looks really fun, and I want to go crazy with it. I got like some really nice shaders. I got distant horizons. I got some animation resource packs and stuff to make it look pretty, but still vanilla. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So I'm afraid not, but thank you for the 5er. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, right. As I was saying, sorry. Sidetracked. Pelican? Another Pelican. You may be wondering, why are there two Pelicans? This, like I said, is the original Pelican I imported, and this is the brand new Pelican, completely separate. They look nearly identical, minus some texture differences. But yeah, it's a Halo Infinite Pelican. Did I get all the create add-on mods? I have not. All I did was get base create, and I haven't even gotten to the part... Why am I talking without a webcam? Your manual import looks more HD? It does, and I will be fixing it on the automatic import. Boo! Scared you. As you should be scared. Yeah, this one doesn't look as good because some of the automatic baking of the reflection maps are not as good as this one. You can see this one has a bit more shine to it. Holy hell, Craze! 20 gifted out of nowhere! What the hell, man? Thank you very much! Thank you, thank you. Holy shit, man. Good to see you, Craze. A massive 20 bomb. Thank you very much. Holy shit! Thank you very fucking much. Oh my god. If any of you guys are receiving one of those many gifted, be sure to give your thanks to Craze. Look at all those green names. It's beautiful. It's beautiful! I love it. And I love Craze. Bro just comes in here and drops 20s like it's nothing. Like it's nothing, dude. Thank you very much, Craze. And Demon, I saw you said the propellers are off. They are. This is using Reach's animations. It's all of this besides the model is Reach. And that means some of the stuff like the bones and animated bits are a little bit off. I'm going to be completely redoing all the animations, though. That's my plan. Much love back at you, Craze. You said like and subscribe, true. I think I'm going to be doing a video kind of catching people up on this mod and what it is, and be able to properly give Green credit for the things that he has done on the mod as well, because it is a bit annoying when everybody's like, Rejected's mod, and it's like, no, this is a dual work between me and Green, and he did a lot of really important stuff. Mostly stuff that's like under the hood as far as like sounds, but he did a lot of weapons and things too, and he deserves all the credit for all the work that he's done there. So I want to get a video out, just nothing crazy, no massive editing, just being like, hey, here's a mod, I'm making it, here's some of the cool stuff in it. Yeah. Hopefully that'll all work. First I gotta get GitHub working though. But thank you again, Craze, for the massive 20, dude. Seriously, holy shit. That was wild. Oh, why is the Falcon so yellow? That's just the color Infinite has for it. I don't know. It does throw me off a little bit too. It's very like yellowish green. It's a very strong, saturated color. The Pelican's a lot more subdued. It's also fairly green, but yeah, whatevs. It is what it is. Alright, so why am I doing the Pelican again? Because I want to do the full interior, I want to give it full animations, and make it an entire, complete thing. So that's my goal here, to actually and genuinely make this work. When I get the J word, whoa! Don't scare me like that. Don't you know I'm a streamer? Don't say that word around here. Toast! Thank you for the membership! Welcome back! Beautiful egg logo. Makes me happy to see that. Coffee. Something about coffee. I think I might like it. I want to make this flyable. Right now, this Pelican is not flyable. It is completely just a model that exists in the world. But what we're going to do today is we're going to do something that this Pelican never, ever got, which is an interior. My God, there's nothing in there. Horrifying. Toast! Thank you for the 2. Said check DMs, please, please. Toast, please post it in stream chat. I don't want to check my DMs, and only a handful of people can DM me, and I don't want to start a president. Please put it into stream chat. My stream froze with a mug in your face? That's how I want to die, man. With a cup of coffee to my lips. Will this Pelican have front landing gear? Yeah, it already does. The other Pelican already has that. What the hell? I have you added, guy? I know, but just post it in stream chat. Why are you DMing me? Oh, I'll look this time, but just post it in stream chat. Oh! Wait, no way! Wait, what the fuck? I won't say it out loud, because I mean, you're DMing me for a reason, I presume. Sorry, now I have to respond to like 20 DMs, Toast! Look what you did! Look what you did! They're everywhere! People are trying to talk to me! Ew! Toast got Gianni. I have no idea. Matragrano. Very famous voice actor to voice in their game, and that is fucking cool. Me trying to pronounce anything that's not directly English. Oh, dude, I never even got the decals working on the old Pelican. I at least can get them working on this one now. Hell yeah. Why is this one so dark? That is weird. The shading is terrible on it. Maybe it's because it's not a vehicle yet. I think I should import this one as a vehicle. I think that's a pretty good idea. Yeet. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this thing in as a vehicle ASAP, and that might actually make the lighting on it look better, because the lighting on these look very different. And it might not just be the material. Well, it probably is the materials. But, goodbye, rejected fart gun. What the flip, Brian? Rude. What's that scene in the new Superman movie where Lois is like reading out shit that people are saying about him online, and she's like, super shit, and he's just like, you know I hate that one! Don't say that one! Calling me rejected fart gun, dude. What the flip? Ugh. God, I love coffee. Alright, let's pull open the blend file for this. I'm gonna make another thing for this, and it's literally just gonna be the Pelican interior. I'm gonna use witchcraft and magic to perfectly attach it. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong Blender version. Hold on. I gotta go into Steam. Steeby Weeby. We're gonna open Steam and get the right Blender version, because I was working on some non-Halo stuff. Give me Blender 4.3, please. Blender 4.3. There we go. Very nice. Whoa, guys, you're being really mean to me in the chat right now, dude. That is not epic style, bro. Please be nice to me. I stream for your enjoyment. I make mods. Well, actually, mostly I make the mods for me because I really like doing it. But you get to watch it, and so you better be freaking nice to me. And I'm not bald, okay? You sick freaks. You're just trying to get a look at the skin on the top of my head, you perverts. Not even I know what it looks like. Sacred egg. All right, calm down. Calm down. All right, so Pelican, though. Big, important thing we do today. I want to make the best Infinite Pelican maybe ever. Bled. What are you saying? Can we not talk about his bald head, please? We know it's shiny. Everyone's head is shiny and bald under their hair, which mine is going a little bit insane right now. We all have shiny bald heads under all the hair that we have. Wild idea. Unbelievable, really. But at the risk of being controversial, yeah. That's how it is for everyone. I don't. What do you like paint your head? What do you mean? You have hair under your hair? Your scalp is made of hair. That's disgusting. You should get that checked out. That's really gross. And now we will see the Pelican. Frowny face? Yeah, now you know how it feels, okay? Will I have a Covenant Blue energy turret on the Wraith? Probably. Joe! 34 months, let's go! Add Goku from Fortnite. Goku is pretty great in Fortnite. It's cool that they made an anime about him. There's a lot of characters in Fortnite that they start making shows on, which I think is really cool. Like, just a great extended universe Fortnite's got going. It's pretty sick. You need to say something right now. You were mean. Yeah. You want to know what I'll say? I was mean. Because I'm evil. Straight evil. Not a very nice guy. I am the enemy to all the nice guys. I myself am pure fucking evil. Better watch out, dude. Watch yourself. Acknowledge the Wedge Infinite? No, I don't think I will. Alright, here's what's gonna happen. Real Sophie in chat, I know her! Alright, here's what's gonna flipping happen, dude. You see this little thruster right here? I'm gonna turn it into a marker that is called interior. Okay, there's our interior marker. What are we going to do with the interior marker? I'm glad you asked. We're going to put it at 0, 0, 0 with no rotation to speak of. Now that we have the interior marker, I am able to add an interior to this without textures for now. But I'll let you guys know this. While these may look very similar, this Pelican right here, this one on the right with all the exterior materials took about 4 or 5 days of work. This one took about 2 to 3 hours while I was working slowly, okay? Which means getting the interior on this Pelican right there versus that one over there, it's going to be so easy. I was terrified of doing the interior on this. I was quaking in my boots, dude. I never wanted to do it, and I just put it off over and over. But now with this one, that's easy, dude. Easy. Just press the button to convert it to a Halo 4 vehicle with good shaders. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I enjoyed those 7 to 9 hour streams. I mean, I did just for the fact that I got a cool Pelican out of it, but also, holy shit, we can just not do that again. I assume you're going to make the glass not opaque. Yeah, the glass is going to be see-through. There's textures for it. Sadly, one of the things that the auto conversion tool occur that Surasia made can't handle well in its current state is transparency on material, so I do have to end up doing that myself. Just it's very easy to fix. I just have to go into Photoshop and tweak the textures to support it. But yeah, you'll be able to see through into the interior here, and the same will go for this part right here. This glass bit on the back will also be a see-through type shader. 07 to Surasia, absolutely legendary name in the Halo modding community. Unbelievable, dude. I hope he comes back one day. Selfishly, I hope he comes back. I'm sure he's happier not being a part of the Halo modding community, but please, sir. Please, for my own selfish, biased reasons, please come back. Alright, I think, looks like our shaders are good. Oh yeah, there are missing decals on this version of the Pelican here. I have all the lines and stuff in. I basically just copied the ones that we did for the Falcon. It was not identical, but it was more or less the same. And yeah, they look pretty good actually. They look good. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to immediately begin on the interior, because if I do the interior right now in the next 5 minutes, that means I will have gone beyond the original Pelican. And this one's actually in the right folder. I'm sure Green will be happy to hear that. Drake isn't real? Yeah, no, I'm not. This is actually AI. And I just want to take this time to say I'm still not bald. Thank you for listening. You bitches. Little bitches. So here's what's about to flipping happen. Okay. Drake is an AI stream. I just actually checked, and that's not true. So here's how this is going to work, though. How about modeling a custom projectile for a gore specking? That'd be cool. You should do that. Real Green! Yes, he's here before I end stream. All right, guys, now that Green's here, I guess I'm going to have to end the stream just to keep this bit rolling. Great stuff, you guys. Really appreciate it. Fine, no. I'll actually do stuff. Fine. All right, here's what we're going to do then. I am going to create a new blend file. Hold on. Save as. I'm going to make a new folder in my Pelican folder called Interior. Wait. I lied. I'm going to try hopefully not breaking everything. I'm going to go ahead on Foundry. I'm going to do clear this, make a new asset in the Pelican folder called interior. Boom. And let me double check that my Pelican's still good. I'm reloading the file. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, it actually did permanently unlink it. That's rather awkward. Hitman! Let's go! 22 months! Thank you so much! Said, one word for you. Thank you. That's actually a really good point. I didn't even think about that. That's actually pretty true, and that's also pretty true. Thinking about how true that is, that's true. Green, I need help. I unlinked my asset. How do I relink it? I can't do new asset. Wait, yes I can. I can just delete the Pelican folder. No, because that has the materials in it. Green, how do I relink an asset? Help. Help. Green, help me. Green, help. Help me, Green. Help. Help. There's already a Pelican folder, so I can't just link it. Look, new asset. I'm already in the Pelican folder. Wait, maybe if I type Pelican here, and then I go to vehicles and click new asset. I'm a genius, dude. Holy shit. Unbelievable. I just outsmarted a Blender. That's insane. Wait, where'd my interior go? Hold on. Okay. We're good. False alarm. Alright, here's how this is going to work now. I'm going to take all of the Pelican here. I'm going to put this into the exclude area. I lied. I'm going to turn on the interior first. It's going to take a really long time to load because this Pelican is... The exterior of the Pelican is like 250,000 triangles, roughly, while the interior is like 500,000 triangles. So, that's a lot. Blender didn't even know what happened? Hell yeah. Oh, what happened? Look at all these Pelican materials. This is all of this yellow you're seeing here. This is all Pelican materials for just the outside. The inside has even more. Gonna use that Vulkan renderer that's totally isn't broken, and it's broken Blender 4.5. I'm stuck over here on Blender 4.3 right now. I'm bouncing between 4.2 and 4.3 depending on what project I'm working on. It's rough out here. It's rough. Any day now. Wait, I don't even need the materials. Can we just... Yeah, thank you. I don't need all that right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide all the interior bits. I'm going to grab all the exterior bits. I'm going to shove these into the exclusion area. Then everything that is hidden right here is a part of the interior. So I'm going to select all of these, and I'm going to drag these into the main collection. I'm going to make sure that they are now shown, and that they are all parented to the actual Pelican. So there's our interior. Looks very pretty, very lovely, one could say. And now I can hide the exterior, and then this is what we have. This is what we're left with. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh wait, you know what? What are you parented to? Parented to the Pelican object? I don't know if that works. I'm gonna go ahead and parent this to a bone. Hold on. We're gonna go to that. We're gonna parent this to the root bone. Parent to that bone. Save. And I'm actually gonna... I know this doesn't have any materials, so it's gonna blind. Crystal me, you're using an outdated version of Foundry and you need to use Blender 4.5 with the latest updates. I would, but I don't think Occur works on 4.5. If it does work on 4.5, I will absolutely switch over because I definitely want the newest version. But I have to be able to use both Foundry and Occur at the same time in order to get these ported into the game. Ooh, we're getting the interior in. Let's go! Let's go! Make the Pelican work like that one Pelican mod for Halo 4? Talking about with the destruction? You might have to be a little more specific. That one Pelican mod only makes me think of the one where they ported the Reach Pelican. Yeah, Pepper. Yeah, Pepper, the Pelican guy. Error duplicate triangles. That's a feature. That's actually supposed to happen. That lets me know that I've got really good triangles. Just really some of the best triangles out there. Pepper's Pelican was peak. Yeah, the destruction on that was amazing. Seeing old Foundry builds in action is very cringe. Sag. I don't know. I can't help it. I need Occur working. I don't think it works in 4.5. I would love to be on 4.5. I would love to have all the new Foundry features. I just... Bro just opens Sapien without Error Geo disabled, and his PC dies. Okay, that, to be fair, that's everyone's PC. To be fair. Alright, so this now is in as a scenery object. I'm going to go back to the Pelican. And I need to put the interior marker on, import it back into the game, and then we are set. So here is the interior. Just going to do the exact same thing I did on the other one. We go to pose mode. Just throw it onto the root bone. Parent to the bone. Save. Export. While that exports, we can attach the interior already. So we're going to go into the Pelicans model tag here, and we're going to create an object attachment on it. Because I've separated the interior into a completely different object, because if I tried to make it all one object, the game would basically cry and piss and shit everywhere. It would not be very pretty. So in an effort to avoid that, we're just not going to do that. So we're going to do a variant called defaults, and all we're going to do is add an object, and the object is going to be tags infinite objects vehicles Pelican interior. Boom. And we're going to put it on the interior marker as well. It should be good regardless, but oh, it's sideways. Shit. Interior. Oh, maybe I have to wait till this is done. Occur works on Blender 4.5 confirmed by Crisp. Oh shit! Okay, then I can switch over. That's dope. Oh! Look at that! It's beautiful! This makes me so happy. There's untextured, but there is an interior. Let us see that error geo. There's actually hardly any error geo as far. Or maybe the Pelican has it. Was it 8? Yeah, error geo is on. Nothing. Or if there is something, I somehow hit it without knowing. But yeah, look at that, dude. Look at all these interior materials and textures and whatnots and what have yous and the do whats and the how many's. I think what I want to do now is get it flyable and animated, and then I'll feel really happy to do an interior. Because I really want to get this, like, bay here opened and animated with, like, physics and everything. The windows... Well, the windows, getting them working is going to be a texture. I mean, I guess I could do it. Not gonna kill me. Let me double check, see where it is at. So the material for the window is 1958. Right here. So this is the window material. Let's see if it has... Okay, it does not have a transparency mask on it right now. When Halo moves to Unreal, it's going to be a godsend for ripping. Oh yeah, the Halo is going to be so easy to mod on Unreal. And ripping-wise, it's going to be like instantaneous. But yeah, this is not going to work right away because the actual material for it, which should have a transparency mask on it. I don't think in Infinite it uses an alpha blend mask, but I could hack one together here for sure. Yeah, right there. You see with where the red channel is? If I just make the red channel the alpha mask, it should be really easy to do. So actually, let me check that out. Let me go ahead and yoink that real quick. Go projects, Halo 4. Models, it should just be in my bitmaps folder. Common, Halo 4 editing kits. Yeah, I want the data folder. We're gonna go into Infinites, Objects, Vehicles, Pelican, Bitmaps. It should be under Hull, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not. The extras? Oh yeah, here it is under extras. Okay, yeah, so this should work pretty well, I hope. So that's our ORM map. Let me open Photoshop here real quick. Check if there isn't a separate texture like in Reach. No, I don't believe that there is. I'll look, but I can see already just the way that the shaders work. We have this, this, and this. In fact, actually... What is this? Data bitmaps, this bitmap. Let me go here really fast. So I can get the raw textures and not whatever my slightly cursed ORM maps are. This texture is -615. Alright, not bad. I'm going to drag that into Photoshop. So this is the raw texture. So we have this channel here. This channel here, which looks to be a roughness mask, and another one that also could be a roughness mask. Maybe metallic? In any case, this is probably the best bet as far as being an opacity mask. So what I'll do here, right, is I'm going to go into this same texture, the color texture version that I have in Halo 4, which just looks like this. It's all black. And I'm going to copy this texture, and I'm going to add this to the alpha channel here. Dear God, it's tiny. Well, I'll just give this a try anyway. And then we'll run the tool command to get these in, and we'll see what happens. I'll switch this material here to an alpha blend type material. We won't be able to see through most... Well, no, we should be able to see through. But I'll set it to alpha blend. And I'll just re-import this bitmap. Doesn't seem to have done anything. I don't think the alpha channel thing worked. This is -32 whatever. You know what? I may have done the wrong one. Hold on. I'm on... Oh, yeah, I'm on 195, actually. So, wrong one. Back to saving that. We want 195 from my folder. 195. Wherever... Oh, here. Perfect. So yeah, this is the alpha channel we want, probably. We throw that into here. It becomes transparency. We save. Then we go back in, re-import. Boom! Oh. Kind of like the inverse of what I wanted, actually. Actually, it's exactly the inverse of what I wanted. Whoops. Let's try that again. I think that's too transparent. I don't think that's going to be the right alpha channel. It's cool that we can see inside, though. I think we can try a different one. Davy Jones! Okay. Yep. Yeah, all right. That's so cool, Davy Jones. Thank you so much for the 2. First tip of the stream. He's doing himself. Shout out Davy Jones. It's really good. Hey, good job, man. I'm really proud of you. I'll try this one next. I'm typing. Oh, thank you, Davey. That's very cool. Really like that. Hey, look at that. That's not bad. I think it still is a bit too transparent, frankly. What's the other one got? Got that or that. That's going to make it like completely transparent if I do that one. This one, at the very least, feels like reasonably good. I suppose I could just do this for all of them. I do think it looks good enough. I'll try that on all the rest of them now. That includes the side ones here. There's also this lower one, which is -129. So let's do that one next. -129. And that's going to be using the green channel from the original ORM. So we're going to do -129 as our next texture, which is the lower middle one. So that's this texture right here. And then in Blender, if we click that -129, the actual texture for it is 1463. Let's grab that, wherever that is. Okay, that's the wrong one. 1463. 1463. It's somewhere here. I gotta show you. 146364. 146364. There it is. Okay, wow, I really had to put a lot into grabbing that one. Alright, here it is. So we'll once again grab the green channel here, and we'll put that as an alpha channel, save it, and now we'll take our -129 material and re-import it as a blend. -1... Yeah, this one. So we'll just make sure the material is set now as alpha blend so that we can see through it, and then we'll give the new... Boom. Now I'm going to have to make this a lot shinier as well. Right now this thing is not particularly shiny. I'll fix that. It'll look a lot more like this, a lot more reflective. But yeah, that's starting to look pretty cool. You can be able to see through it. I like that a lot. Alright, next up is the side ones, which I believe share all, yeah, minus, so we're looking at 205 here. The 205 is going to be the name of our texture in my folder. Right here, side panels. And in Blender, the texture we're looking for is -79327. So I look that one up. Okay, there's literally way too many. We're looking at negative. I'm just gonna -793271129. Should have it now. There it is. Oh yeah, again, we grab the green channel, throw it into the alpha channel, and then we go, now we just go to the 2052 material, which is the window. 2052, right here. That it does alpha blend, and re-import the color channel. Boom! Very nice. Now if I make it shinier, it'll show up even better. Also, I'm going to try, instead of just doing a pure alpha blend, I'm going to try pre-multiplied. Adam, thank you for the 1! Thank you, said straight up, jorking my peanuts. And by jorking my peanuts, I of course mean watching funny memes on my phone completely clothed. You freak. You would watch memes on your phone completely closed. Oh, wait. That's kind of nice, actually. Hold on. Thank you for the one. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, that's kind of nice. Still gets a heavy reflection at certain angles, but is completely see-through at others. The alpha doesn't really seem to make a huge difference, though, to be honest. I don't know if I like that after all. Maybe I'll just go back to regular alpha blend. You dusted up my glass. My bad, dude. Multiply ad? Gabe! Thank you very much for 40 months. Good God, man. Thank you. Your hair growth cream came in the mail. I don't need hair growth cream. Why would you say that? Dude. I hate it here. 3.5 years. Yeah, 3.5 years is crazy. Bro's on his way to 48 months. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit. All right, I'm going to do something interesting here. So I'm aware of the fact that all the materials on the Pelican, on the new Pelican, are a little bit off, their reflectivity values. That is more apparent on the glass here with its reflectivity. I mean, obviously this one's see-through, but you can see it's very dull. So what I'm going to try to do is get the exact same level of reflectivity by tweaking the existing textures and comparing back and forth between the old Pelican textures and the new Pelican textures to see what the differences are, so I can figure out what I need to fix to get this looking correct. So I'm going to go into my Pelican folder, the old Pelican folder, and I want to look at the canopy control mask, which is this one. For some reason, all the UVs are upside down on the old one, so I'm just going to do a little flipped vertical. So that's going to match up to our... All right, now what I'm going to do is go to my Pelican now, which looks like this. Banana man, 20 months! Much appreciated, dude. Oh, thank you, thank you. Wow, so interesting. Also, nice wig. I'm not wearing a wig. So, you know, I'm afraid that it just seems like you might have made a kind of an embarrassing mistake there. That's pretty embarrassing. Okay, the contrast is really low on mine. But thank you! It's good to see you. Thank you for 20 months. Okay, let's check out the green channel. What's the difference between the green channel? Oh my god! What the fuck is going on with the roughness channel? Excuse me? That's completely wrong. It's practically inverted. What? Are you telling me all of my roughness maps have been coming out completely wrong? I thought Ekar was like... And look how dull my... Dude. What is happening? Are you kidding me? Are you telling me Ekar incorrectly exports roughness maps? I think it's a different Pelican texture. It's not! It's not! That's the problem! It's the exact same one! No wonder this one looks so flat and boring in comparison to this one. The roughness maps aren't exporting correctly. Ooh, what do I even do about that? How can I even fix this? That means also the scorpion and the fucking everything is broken too! I'm dead, dude. I'm dead. Oh my god, I want to die. Oh! Coffee the rough. Yeah, but what do I do after that? Just because I already... Well... That means the Falcon's fucked up. That means the Scorpion's fucked up. Okay, hear me out. What if this is correct? Hear me out. What if this is actually how it is in Halo Infinite, and this one, which I got from a Blender file, is actually the wrong one and makes it look way shinier than it actually... No, this just looks better. I'm sorry. This is just way better. God damn it! Like, look how shiny the cockpit is. That's how it's supposed to look. In-game, it looks like shit. What am I supposed to do about that? Occur is broken and doesn't work right when exporting textures, and I'm just supposed to do what about that? God damn it! I just use Simple Bake. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to start doing it. Well, the thing that's nice about Occur is it automatically does everything for me. I just hit one button and it's boom, 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 boom. All your textures are using A to make a code invert. Well, the thing is, even if I invert it, it doesn't work, because here is the correct roughness mask, where it's very shiny in the middle, and then it's a bit rougher around the edges. Here's my... Even if I invert it, it's still really bright. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. There's a giant... Oh, but look how crusty it is. Okay, what if I do this, right? We'll do adjustments, levels, and we auto-level it. Adjustments, levels, auto. Now if I compare these, this one's way too intense. This one's way too intense. And this one's way too intense. So auto-leveling doesn't fix it either. It's broken, dude. Occur's exporting is shit. It does a terrible job for some reason, which doesn't make sense because it's just baking shit in Blender, so why would it break? Makes me upset. I'm gonna start screaming and crying and pissing myself. I mean, it looks fine in game. It's whatever. It's not whatever. It's wrong and looks bad. It looks flat and uninteresting. Is it just my Pelican that's broken? The Falcon seems fine. Or maybe it's just not. Maybe I'm just used to the Falcon looking like shit because it's all I know. The Falcon looks pretty flat, I'm not gonna lie. This upsets me greatly. Dog looks straight out of Infinite? Yeah, but you're not an expert. That's the problem. You're just watching it through like a pixelated stream with 6,000 kilobytes, and you don't have a direct comparison to one that's actually an Infinite. You're just assuming that off the top of your head based on a memory that you probably haven't even seen in that long. It's not good! What was the first Halo Reach mod I made? It was Ultimate Forge World. Still on Nexus mods, though it's broken because updates to MCC. Streamer man be mad? I am, dude. This Pelican over here looks way better. Way better. That also means all the stuff I've been making through Occur is ugly and bad and stupid. Okay. I can figure this out. I have an idea. Here's my idea, right? I'm going to take this glass material here, right? I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to bake this manually. And I'm going to see if it bakes the same way Occur does or not. I'm going to put this image texture. What size are what size are these? 512. 512. Okay, they're 512. I'm going to make a new 512 temp All right, here's our new image, just kind of chilling there, right? I'm gonna go to my bake options here. Cycles, experimental, GPU, we're gonna go bake. We're gonna do the diffuse texture. Wait. My dumbass. Am I dumb? Don't answer that. Alright, we can see a color texture, a metallic, a roughness. Wow, yeah, that's what the roughness map is supposed to look like. Even Blender can see it perfectly. Oh! Ambient occlusion, blinding white parts. I'm so dead, dude. I'll laugh if it's a setting you forgot to change. There's no setting I forgot to change. I have quadruple ultimate super checked it. Here's the bake orm. That's the bake orm right there, alright? Here's what I'll do then. I'm gonna go here. I like this. What the fuck? I just noticed it though. Bake orm is crazy useful. But here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna create that image node again. Right here, it's gonna be my 512 one, because this is a 512 texture. With that, I'm just going to do color. No direction, no nothing, just color. And I'm going to bake onto this texture right here. There it is. It's the actual bake. Why does the orm bake here, but nowhere else? Bake again. This time with the full UV. Surely the Echo Maker left it open source. Yeah, Serasia. Yeah, it's all on GitHub. It's all out there. But I personally don't know shit about doing Blender scripting to do an add-on like this. I would be shit out of luck. This is all way, way over my head. Yeah, that is the correct texture. That is what, look at that deep saturated purple color, which is exactly what the old one here looks like. This is the correct bake, whereas this one, this is what it looks like from the auto occur bake. Have I missed something? I have it on PBR ORM. There is ORM. Could that be it? Could it be that I just needed to be on regular ORM the whole time? Let me see. Maybe. Maybe I've just done it wrong the entire time. That would make me very happy if that were the case, because then I could just shit all of these things out yet again. Alright, I'm gonna try it. We're gonna do bake, regular ORM. Okay. It's putting out pure black images. And something. This is what I'm looking at right now. This looks like the pale purple that I don't want. versus the deep saturated purple that I do want. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Why is that not working? Metallic roughness spec. I just want the ORM maps automatically good. Bit depth of 8 is fine. 16 is going to be super overkill. Selected. What if I do this? What if I only do ORM here? No, that's wrong. The fuck? I'm not going back to the old ways. I refuse to go back to the old ways. Does green have the same issue? Green never even got Occur working, so I don't think so. Would Blender 4.5 change anything? It could. I have no idea. Genuinely not a clue. It's possible. I low-key doubt it, but maybe. I think it's something to do with the Occur add-on overall. Oh, we got a color texture out. Let's wait for that pale pink. Or yep, there's that pale pink that we don't want to see. Yeah, I know. I forgot my Blender plane, buddy. I'm just trying to see if I can get these colors working at all right now. All right. Could it be possible that by putting my cycles on experimental that I screwed things up somehow? Theoretically possible. Maybe I need my samples up. Let me go 256 instead of 16. Let's try that. Maybe I had, even though it shouldn't be using samples at all to bake these, and it should just be exporting the math of the textures changing via nodes, but still. I had to leave briefly. Did it work? No. So we're off the experimental bake. We're on the standard supported cycles renderer with GPU compute on. Pelican looks cool. I think so too. I can do manual bakes. It is doable. It's just bad. Green name status. Congratulations on your membership, Didact. I salute you, even though you were probably gifted by Craze, who went sicko mode. Nope, another pale pink ORM map. When with this texture, we need to see this. We should be seeing juicy, vibrant, eye-melting pink coming out of this, if it were working correctly. Jones says hello. I'm not sure about Jones and whomst they are, but hello, Jones! What's in the ORM map? It is the roughness map, the ambient occlusion map, and the metallic map. And all together, it looks like a funny jumble of colors, but if you actually look at its individual parts in the red channel, you have ambient occlusion. In the green channel, you're given a roughness mask, and in the blue channel, you're given a metal mask. And all together, once you mix them, it just looks like some weird colors, but it's just being stored in 3 different things. Very convenient if you have a bunch of black and white textures to just shove 3 of them into a color image. Like, if you want to know PBR, basically, ignore the colors. The colors mean nothing, really. It's 3 black and white images, right? This is 1 black and white image. This is another black and white image. This is another black and white image. This is the occlusion mask, the O in ORM. It basically says if there is black...
Stored in the balls.
That's true, Davy Jones. Thank you for the 2! He is stored in the balls. That's why you get kicked in the balls, you pee. Yeah, it's all channel separated, yeah. So the dark areas here are shadowed areas for the occlusion mask. It bakes in shadows. This is the roughness mask, so anywhere it's black is really shiny, and anywhere it's white is super rough and not shiny at all. And then lastly, you have metallic, which is like sort of, you can think of it as a different kind of shininess. So the more white it is, the more metal, I believe it is, and the more black it is, the less metal it is, because metal is a sort of different physical property than just shininess that you find here. It has different effects. So you just see all 3 of these together. It just happens to be in the red, green, and blue channel, which means the texture ends up looking like this. White is metal? Is it? Oh my god, you're being dumb. Okay, yeah, here's what I'm gonna try, though. I'm gonna try the bake again. See if it works. We're on the 195 here. I'm gonna create an image texture. A new one, again. Throw it right there. I'm gonna create a diffuse BSDF. I'm going to put the bake ORM into the main color texture. Why is that wrong? This shader calculates the bake ORM incorrectly. That is not correct at all. Why is it doing that? It's not Ekur that's the problem. It's the Halo Infinite shader that's the problem. It's not calculating ORM correctly. Oh, that's so annoying, dude. Oh. It calculates the individual masks. The metallic mask is fine. The roughness mask is fine. And the AO mask is fine. But the bake ORM calculates the 3 of them together incorrectly. And I guess this is what Ekur is using to generate the ORM mask. Gotta rebuild it in Photoshop. I don't want to! I refuse! Davy Jones, thank you for the 2!
I'm really hungover from a night of heavy drinking and dropped way too much money at a strip club, so I apologize for my out-of-pocketness.
Thank you for the 2, David Jones. And you're fine. I really hope one of those girls didn't drag you out somewhere and you were just like, I'm drunk, I can't tell how long I've been getting a dance for. Because if you did that, it would be really funny. I'm missing a kidney. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna do a diffuse bake here. Only direct. We're gonna select this image to bake onto it, and we're gonna click bake. We're doing our own purely direct baking. Does it work? If this works, I will at least not want to completely die. What the fuck is that? Oh, wait. My bad. I fucked that up. Let's see. What's gonna happen here? How's it gonna look? R.I.P. David. I miss him already. Yes, I would like it if this simply worked now. Oh, hey, look at complaining always gets you what you want in life. Look, it did it! Look at the deep, juicy purple right there. Versus... Oh! Whoa! Why? Why? Why did that work? Why? 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 Why did that work? When this didn't? Why, why? It looks wrong in the preview, is correct in the output, but this output does the preview? What is happening? Guys, I'm fine. I just want you to know that even though I'm going through one of the greatest hardships maybe ever, I just want you to know that I'm okay. And that I am gonna bake this motherfucking texture, dude. God damn it, dude. Are you telling me I am gonna have to go through and bake every single texture? I'll die before I actually get through all of this shit. This is fine. This is completely fine. Oh! Yeah. I hear noises! Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm saving this. Getting the format correct. Saved! Boom. Thank you! Generic Guild Music, good to see you. 31 months is wild! Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do need to learn Blender scripts, probably, to figure out whymst the fuck this is happening. I don't want to, because it's way above my pay grade. But I'm probably gonna have to. And that fills me with pain, and also suffering, and more pain. And that sucks. And it makes me want to die. All right, we have 195. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's our texture. Right now, it's using the crappy, shitty doo-doo ORM. What the fuck is this? We're gonna import this texture now. We're looking for you. Yeah, this one. We're gonna run that. So we have our one texture in, and we're gonna look at the difference. I'm gonna turn this back to opaque. So here is what the crappy, fucked up export looks like when I use the PBR, the default occur should have worked thing, versus, hold on, it's actually gonna take a second because I have to like fix it and give it the right format. Alright, so this is how it looked when I imported it, thinking everything was going to be fine. And this is how it's supposed to look. Bruh. And now with my alpha blend on top of it, that's completely different. That's literally just completely different. Alright. This is fine. He hasn't pushed new stuff to the GitHub. I'm gonna fire him. Dude, literally, I can't, bro. GitHub desktop is fucking broken. I've tried for a week, dude. I can't even push a single thing to the GitHub. I'm literally gonna delete the entire fucking project folder, dude. It's broken and it pisses me. It's pissing me off. It's not it is broken. It's literally broken. It's spamming errors at me. It's so stupid. All right, I'm gonna try this texture next, and if this one also looks insanely better, well, one, I'm gonna start crying violently, and then after that, I'm just gonna have to never do anything in a reasonable amount of time ever again. Please add Galactus on Halo. No, I'm good. That's completely random. I didn't even see the new Fantastic Four movie. Is this a separate mesh? Okay, that's a separate mesh. Alright. Minus 281,276,27. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to look at our texture size right here. This is a 2K texture. It's the Pelican big body texture. We're going to create our own texture that is also 2K, 2048 by 2048. Image created. Then we're going to select this material and create a plane and make sure that it is assigned to the right material. Boom, the body texture. Now I'm going to create a basic regular ass material. I'm going to put the ORM into it, and now that's our correct ORM mask for the body. All I have to do is bake it. Boom. Oh god, what did I do? Stop! Stop! Stop it! No! No! Please, not like this. God damn it. Get me out of here. Get me out. End my suffering. Get me out! My PC! Get me out! No! Why isn't my PC listening to me? Guys, it's fine. Is it hot in here? Is anyone else... Is it extremely hot in here? Is anybody else sweating their balls off right now? Or is it just me and my rage-induced fucking violent day that I'm having? Alright, let's see. We got this. We have the texture assigned to this funny, little silly, little... wacky looking plane right there. All right, we're gonna make a new little, oh my gosh, what is the image texture? Wow, it working, so cool. Now we're gonna create a new little diffuse basic shader. It's gonna go right there, and our ORM is gonna be the only color it gets. Now we're gonna select the texture we want to bake it onto. We're just gonna bake the color with, that's it. That's it. Very easy. Now we just wait. We sit back. We're relaxing. We're chilling, guys. We're so chilling. Is anyone else chill? Because I know I am. There's our beautiful texture. We're gonna save that out to our bitmaps.
Chief, do you mind telling me what you're doing with that bong? Sir, baking the flight.
Force Katana? Thank you. Thank you for the 420. I appreciate it. I like that. I like that. It's nice. I like that. Thank you. Sir. You should be baking this flight, okay? Wow. Fake fans, dude. Flipping everywhere, dude. Okay, wait, we're gonna see this, though. We're gonna see this. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. The main... Where am I? Where am I? Minus 281. Orange Pelican. Minus 281. Minus 281. Alright. We're gonna run this tool command to get stuff in again. We're gonna go to the ORM. Under whole ORM. We're gonna grab this. We're not gonna save yet. We're gonna do blend map, re-import, and then we're gonna look, okay? We're gonna look, all of us together now. You see this green material that makes up the body of the Pelican? I am now going to switch it to the hopefully correct ORM and see the difference. 3, 2, 1. Is that it? That pretty much did nothing. What's going on? I really am not seeing... Really not seeing a whole lot here. It looks honestly way better over here. It looks pretty normal. So it's looking pretty normal. I didn't really do anything, to be completely honest with you. Here's what we're going to try. We're going to go to the hull. We're going to find that minus 281, this one right here. And then we're going to compare that with the one that we just exported manually and spent all that time doing. That's a pretty substantial difference. Let's go channel by channel. So here is the ambient occlusion channel. This is what an ambient occlusion mask should look like. Its brightest color is pure white and its darkest color is pure black. This one is so gray and washed out. All right, green channel. Here's our roughness channel. More or less correct. It's got some more going on with it, but more or less it's fine. All right, metallic channel. Oh, God. Why? Wait, what? The metallic channel on this export is pretty plain. Really didn't change a whole lot. Maybe it's fine after all. Invert? I don't think that's supposed to be inverted. That is a proper export here. Just do it. It's gonna look like ass. Look, I'll do it, and it's gonna look like ass. Is this the right one? Yeah. Now it's all metallic. Pure, deep, over omega saturated metal. Wait, even more than this. Okay, wait, this one has a really nice metallic mask to it. I'm going to check the old Pelican one as well and see what that one looks like. Because this is obviously terrible. That's not what I want at all. But I'm going to compare it to the original metallic mask that I had on this one. I think it's this texture. Got green, reds, and oranges. Greens, reds. Yeah, this one... Even that one didn't work right. Oh, that's crazy. This is what the metallic mask is supposed to look like. This is what came out of Blender. Dude, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Which one is the right one? I don't understand. I don't get it. This one looks correct to me. I know it's just because I'm used to it, but the roughness and the metal textures and variations are popping and look very nice. Whereas this is the flattest, ugliest shit I've ever seen. And I hate it. Why? Why is it like this? Give me back my good metallic channels. What is going on, dude? The ORM on the original even had more metallic than this. Look at this. This is the one that exported before. The new one barely had any. At least the old one had a bunch and was like reasonably metallic. It actually came out worse. If we compare this one right here, right? It's using the new one we just baked. And I go and switch it back to the old one. Minus 281 blah blah blah. Boom. It looks better on the old one. Watch this. I'm gonna be so crazy and wild and out of control. I'm gonna copy the original bake. I'm gonna paste it in here like that. Look at that. Look at that massive difference in color. Here is the one that we just baked out. Here's the arguably correct one, right? Save that. And then we switch over to it. And now we're going to go from the original bake. So I'm leaning so far back in my chair out of just pure frustration. So this is now going to be... boom. The quote-unquote correct one. And dude, look how much better that is. The reflectivity popping out of like... that is so much better. You can actually see the metallicity of it. You can see the roughness and the grunge. Why is it that the bake I did like a year ago looks so much better than... oh! Me when I'm sad. Switching back to the old one, boom. So flat, so boring. It's okay. At the best, it's okay. I will say this, it's possible the lighting on this is also just poor, so I'm going to try something very quickly. On my Pelican.model. Sorry, not Pelican.model. Pelican.scenery. I'm going to give it... Why is the lighting so ugly on this? Light mapping policy per pixel. No, dynamic. Doesn't do anything? No, doesn't. Alright, I guess it's because it's not a vehicle. It's got really bad lighting. Is Blender effing up or the script? I don't even know anymore. I don't know. But one thing I'm sure of is it is fucking up. It is without a doubt fucking up. And I don't want to do anything more until I can stop it from fucking up. Davy Jones! Thank you for the 2.
Me when your mom.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and me when your.
Yeah.
Your mom and my. My mom when your mom.
Me and your mom when I... Your when me, my mom, Pelican textures, metallic baked shaders, looking render correct, not because when Blender and such. That's true. This is why I knew we kept you around for a reason, Davy Jones. I knew we kept you around for, and this is what I'm talking about. This right here, guys, come on. This is what I'm talking about. Switch to Blender 4.2.3 because that's the version you used before. I think the problem is not Blender, but is the version of Ecur. I did not use it before. I raw by hand baked every texture directly out of Blender for this. It took days. And you know what I'm starting to think? I think it's okay if it looks a little flat. That's fine. I don't even care, dude. Let it look flat. At least I can get it in the game in a reasonable amount of time, so I'm not spending actually a week of my life doing a single vehicle's textures. It's fine. It's better this way.
Can I get the Fent burger with Diddy sauce?
Ah!
The side of the think thighs and pussy salad.
I wish you just didn't say any of that. I deeply regret listening. The words of a wise man. It is a terrible day to have ears. One 19587. Hold on. 19587. 19587. Boom! We're so back to the crappy textures. That is Davy Jones. Thank you for the 2.
McDonald's the other day and got the McPussy with a diet.
Ah! Here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna go de-stress and smoke a copious amount of nicotine. Then I'm gonna walk back upstairs and we're gonna do the interior of this, and we're not gonna think about the fact that all of the textures are imported completely wrong and look like absolute shit-ass doo-doo butt poo-poo stinky. So I'll be right back. This is gonna be fine. Alright, I'll be right back.
Is this a diet, Dr. Cock? Delicious. Refreshing. So satiating. Oh no, it's all gone. Now I'm sad.
What did I just come back to? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? You know what? I don't want to know. I feel better now. I heard... Oh no, it's all gone. Now I'm so sad. And you know what? That's fine. It's the most accurate gulping noise I've ever heard in GPG. Yeah, TTS making that gulping noise is honestly low-key disturbing. Don't clip that. Do not clip that. About to orm all over the place. Damn right I am. After I undo all of it. You know, I don't give a frick, dude. Save, don't save. Adam!
Through
Think of it too.
Distance's soundtrack for spooky tracks
Ooh.
to mix for a mod. So while I've got it on the brain, I'd like to remind you that if you ever get burnt out and need a break, you can stream Distance.
True.
Also, that
or
last
Minecraft.
tip had me cackling Lamau.
I did not expect to come back to that, frankly. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a bunch of textures for a bunch of things. Whole bunch of them. Bunch of textures. We're gonna do some textures. I think we're gonna do some textures. We're gonna start with this one because it's the big one. It's the bad boy, and ho! I don't wanna. Look how many textures there are. None of them are shared. Oh! And I'm not manually baking. Manually baking can suck my left and then sequentially my right nut. Here's what we're gonna do, okay? Here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be easy. See, this is why I'm okay with the textures being a little scuffed. It's because this would cause me immense, irreparable psychic damage to actually go through all of that. So, I'm not gonna manually bake it. Because manual baking also doesn't seem to be very good either. And the metal textures, more or less, they look fine. So what I'm gonna do here is just giga omega bake all of these textures into this folder right here. I'm gonna go ahead, set this up. I'm gonna close all of this. We're gonna do one really annoying process, which is gonna be making new materials for all 700 trillion of these. Which it really just involves me clicking new empty material like 50 times. More, actually. Probably like 70 or 80 times here. And then I'm going to have to manually open up every single one of these materials by clicking the Open Material button. So, look at that. We're already like 20% of the way through. Oh. And as much as I'm upset that Eker is not really doing a fantastic job of converting the ORM maps, I will, in fact, use them because they're pretty good. Good enough that it took me a long time to even notice that there was anything wrong at all. So we're just going to go through all these. Get them all set up. Make them look pretty. There we go. All materials are working. So we're going to go open Halo material tag. I'm just going to do that for every single one of these. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. If it looks like I'm about to have a seizure from the flashing lights on my screen that this program is causing, I'm not epileptic, but it wouldn't shock me if I spontaneously developed it, because holy shit is this overwhelming. Oh. Let's see, I actually needed it to not do that. Actually hurts my eyes. Okay, let's keep rolling. Almost there. Almost there, guys. We're almost there. Almost there! Ah! That's it. They're all open. All the new materials, they're all here for this one part of the Pelican. Just check the box to merge all textures in one bake so it looks like absolute shit. I wish. All right, now that I have this selected, I just realized I have to do another soul rending process. Which is that I have to put a plane that is attached to every single one of these materials, which will be even more time consuming than everything else I just did. That way we get the entire texture sheet out. Oh, dude, I hate this so much. I already lost track. I don't think I can do this, guys. I don't know if I have the spirit required. Epic Perry's offering a sacrifice. I'll bake the orms on my own if you need me to. I couldn't ask that of you. What if I just don't... You know, there's only a couple shared materials, so... I mean, realistically... Wait! Actually, I'm so right. Check this out. I don't need to... See, none of these are shared except for a couple. Which means... So, this one, for example. This one needs a plane, because it uses shared materials. This one also uses shared materials. That one uses shared materials. These two do as well. This one does. This one does. This one does. And that's it. I only needed these because they share materials. Everything else is fine. That was the only ones that actually needed a full bake. Totally mentioned just reusing the shared materials on the first occur. Wait, what? What do you mean reusing shared materials? Is that a thing? Merge textures into single bake? Merge. Is there a thing for that? I don't think there's a thing for that. Well, anyway. We save this. And now... Make sure we're good here. We're gonna bake them into this folder. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take fucking so long. But it's baking. It is baking. If you could, if you want to do the ORMs, if you get them in the exact same naming scheme and exact same material scheme and stuff. But I'm already baking them out anyway. And they'll look decently good. It seems that some materials are more or less correct. Others, not so much. I couldn't even, with regular Blender baking and the current shader nodes, get it to look right. Maybe this is just how it looks in-game. I think this may actually be correct. This might be how it looks in Infinite. And I might have just gotten a better looking one before because it was incorrect and made it look even shinier and nicer than it actually is in Halo Infinite. I don't know. I do not know. What I do know is that over the next hour, these textures will be baking. Can't really do anything in the meantime. I guess we're just kind of chilling here. Something's broken for sure? Yeah, probably. Probably. Alright, guess we're chilling in the meantime. Can't really do much. My PC is going to be on, like, blast, so... just existing here. You know what? I think we really need to splatter all of these guys with the Falcon. Nice. Alright, we need to build up some speed. Dude, I'm losing all my speed. How is that grunt still alive? What the fuck? There we go. Much better. Yeah, get fucked. I want to add those nice subtle details onto the Falcon that make it so I can have like animated flaps and things that the Reach one never had. There's a furry in my room? Excuse me? I don't think so. I know what we have to do. For one, we need to make the ground in this map look better. Right now, I do like how everything looks generally, but the ground is horrifically ugly. Can splatter on contact with the blades? True. See if we can fit the infinite scorpion through here. Also got to fix the trees. Yeah, they're pretty ugly. Am I gonna make the Banshee backfin silver? Yeah. God, I miss the sounds I made for these. Oh. Look how good this looks. This is such a nice looking scarab. Around the Halo 4. Yeah, the Halo 4 Scorpion sound is not my favorite. How many textures are we at? Oh god, there's like none in here. Oh. Maybe I should not do the interior textures on stream. I think it's gonna be like one of the worst processes ever. It's gonna take so long that my PC is just not gonna be able to even do anything. And look, we've baked only pure black textures so far that I can't even use. Maybe Occur was what? No, the Scarabs textures are my own manual thing. Occur is only something I've recently begun to use. It's good to see an interior at the very least. Being able to see into the cockpit and actually view the interior does feel nice. It would be nice though if I had this new Pelican working as a vehicle. Because currently it doesn't really do anything. Can you put the interior in the old model? Maybe, but it wouldn't match up perfectly. And also the old model is like low-key very cursed. Much nicer looking shaders though. Much nicer looking shaders. You can actually see metallic reflections from this angle. Wait, isn't the old one using the wrong material? No, I modified it. It's using the right material. You can sort of see it here, barely. Looks so flat comparatively. It's that metallic map, I think. The metallic and roughness are just much nicer on the old one. That makes me so sad, dude. So sad. Wow, I'm so glad we've only baked pure black texture so far. I think I should probably save that for another time. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. I think I'd like to just grab the Halo Reach physics model for this Pelican and then just kind of slap it over the top of this. More or less. Turn it into a vehicle, make some basic animations, and just roll with that. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's cancel this. I'll delete this because I'll have to rebake it anyway. You can fix the Falcon bones? Yeah. I want to work on the Pelican though. Now that it has an interior, what I can do is rather quickly switch over to the Reach style project and clear out my scene. I'm going to save this as a... Oh, my neck. Save this as a Reach Pelican project. So I'm going to grab the Reach Pelican, which the reason I'm doing this is because the Reach Pelican has an almost identical shape and size to the Infinite Pelican. So I can reuse a lot of its physics and collision model and stuff for my Pelican. I'll fix the falcon bones eventually, but for now I think this is probably going to be the move. Alright. I'll save this to Pelican Reach. We'll go back to the Pelican Regular. Can you switch the scene so it ain't zoomed in for Sapien? Yeah. How's the baking going? I closed it. It would literally take hours, so I decided I would do more productive and interesting stuff instead. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Pelican, Physics, and Collision. I'm going to back this up and line it up to the best of my ability here. Not bad. The length of this thing is a bit off, isn't it? It looks like the infinite one just became a bit longer. I'll go ahead and like make it match up. Landing gear will have to be moved back a little. I don't know what this one is, but oh, it must be the, yeah, I'll just delete that for now. I'll make my own later. Wing is good. Other landing gear. Move these back. The scale is wrong. Maybe it was the scale that was wrong, not the length. Let me see. Look back. Yeah, I think it was just the scale. I think the Infinite Pelican's just a little bit bigger. Yeah, that works good. Okay, now that that works, I'll leave everything as is for now. I'm gonna get rid of this doorway blocker. I'm gonna grab these collision. I'm not gonna worry about the pathfinding spheres, but I will grab the collision, clear that out. Grab the physics and clear that out. I delete this. Now I'm just left with these. Cool. So here's what I'll do. I'll grab these, make sure they are set correctly as collision objects. They are. These are set as physics objects. Okay, so these are all good then. That means I'm basically at the point where I could actually import this as a functioning vehicle. So I'll grab all of these. Actually, not these. Physics can just be attached directly to the armature without anything special. But collision does need to be attached to a bone. I'll put this under collection. Hide it. Collision will go in there too, and I'll grab the actual collision objects, and we're going to parent them to one of the Pelican's bones. I'm, for now, just going to put it on the root bone. I think that'll be good. Sadly, most of the Pelican is not assigned anything, which is very sad. Can't you have moving physics enabled for it? Yes. Yes, I can. And I plan to add it. Alright, well, that'll do for now. We have a halfway decent physics model for this thing. I should be able to just walk through and enter into here, which there's no cockpit. I don't believe. Yeah, the front doesn't let me walk into the cockpit, but I'll be able to walk decently far into here, which will be kind of cool to see. And for now, I'm going to... No, I'll leave these. I'll leave these. They'll be invisible, but I'll leave them. All right, so that's good. That means minus animations, this is functional. Yeah. I will need some animations. Let's do some. I don't know where a vehicle steering animation came from. What the fuck? Hello? Excuse me. Where did this animation come from? I don't recall importing an animation. Must have come from Reach at some point. I'm surprised. User Reach Pelican animations as inspiration. That's how the old one worked. This one here. I got pretty fancy with the animations. You see me look up and down with it? I can turn, but then I look up and down, and they kind of... It's kind of cool. It's a pretty subtle effect if you're the one flying it, though. I gotta take a look one day and see how, like, sort of finished the Halo Infinite Condor models are. See if they have textures. It'd be kind of cool if I could actually texture one of the Condors and get it functioning as goofy as they look. One of my favorite things about this, though, is the landing gear on this is very nice. Oops. The landing gear has this function, because you can get fancy with functions in Halo 4, and Reach for that matter, where if I move forward, the landing gear goes up, and it waits until I'm slowed down and on the ground. It's like a double check. If I'm moving at all, even if I'm on the ground, it won't activate landing gear, but the moment I stop, the landing gear will activate. I think that's awesome. Looking at the shaders, they said some shaders use like 20 plus times. I'm happy to hear that. All right, let's get our node usages defined in here. Should be under this here. Excuse me. Oh, here. Okay, that should be plenty. I can go back to here. Looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and base this entire thing to start with, not to scare you guys. But I am going to start by basing it off of the Halo 4 Pelican, like I did with the other. This one's going to be from scratch, though. So I'm just going to make sure that we have something to base everything off of. So we're going to go here. I'm going to give it its own model. We're not going to touch that. It already has that. It's got its own collision and physics and animation. But as far as the overall main model here, or wait, vehicle, sorry, we're going to use the Halo 4 Pelican as a template. So we'll go objects, vehicles, human, storm pelican. And I guess I'll use the multiplayer one as the basis. Okay. I'm now going to be brave and bold and beautiful and export this into Halo 4. Maybe make those little flaps on the wings move as well. Yeah, I think I will. I'll make it very animated. I have to do that for the Falcon as well. Alright, says it's done. Can I walk on it? Yeah, physics model exists. The Halo Reach physics model is in. I wonder if I can jump in the back. I should be able to. There we go, look at that. Not bad, not bad. Walking around the inside of the Pelican, never felt so good. Alright, let me see if I can spawn it in as a vehicle. I have no idea if it'll function, but I'll give it a go. Seems to function reasonably well. It's front heavy enough. I don't know if I'll be able to drive it yet because I don't have a driver node enabled, but it is functioning. I can walk in it. The shadows look better now. I guess vehicle tags are given better lighting. So that's good at least. Alright, let's open up our vehicle tag and see what's what. Objects, vehicles, Pelican, dot vehicle. You're able to drive it. Does not have a gunner seat on it for now anyway. Pelican D and pilot entry are the name of the markers there. On mine, all we have is Pelican D. We're going to use that for the entry marker name. And then going to be awful at first, but let's give it a go. I hear a really obnoxious beeping on it. That's going to drive me insane. Entry marker radius, we're going to do 360, 360. Oh, you know what? I don't even think I'm going to be able to get in because the entry marker is not assigned to a bone. Yeah, that's probably flown off somewhere crazy. Alright, we'll do that and that. We're going to parent these to the root bone. Save and export. Wait, eventually it should say hold E to fly Pelican. I going to add the H2A Hornet? Yes. At some point, I absolutely will be adding it. There it is. In we go. Alright, it's got those awful, awful effects and controls that the Halo 4 Pelican has. It's really just the worst. But it's flying. How do I go up? Oh wait, my controller's not even plugged in. Yeah, like genuinely, how do I go up in this thing? I have no idea. RB and LB? A, crouch. Okay, I don't think I can actually go up or down here. RB and LB don't do anything. Crouch and A don't do anything. B doesn't do anything. Y and X. Just X gets me out. Puts me back in. Okay. Well, one thing that I'm going to do right off the bat is... Oh, that's why it looked so bad. Of course. Of course. I was wondering why the camera track sucked so much on the Pelican. I just figured it out. In Halo 4, they changed the camera track for flying Pelicans and stuff because the Pelican no longer can angle. It's always flat like this, so they adjusted the dropship camera track to look good for that. So if I just go back to Halo Reach and I steal away the old camera track, it'll look way, way better. Alright, I stole it away. I'm going to put that as the camera track now. So, hold on, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to show you guys why this is going to be so much better. Right now it's using the dropship camera track. And there's also this really annoying checkbox. This is how the Halo 4 Pelican flies. Look, I look up and down. Nothing special happens. But if I scroll all the way down here and uncheck ignore camera pitch, well, would you look at that? I can look up and down again. Problem is, look, when I look up, my Pelican's all the way down there. It looks weird as hell. Because it's using a modified camera track just for Halo 4 with the weird way the Pelican flies. But what I did is I went into Halo Reach and I found the original Pelican camera track and I put it into Halo 4. I put it in the Pelican folder. So we just grab the original right here. Oh, that's so much better. Now the Pelican actually stays on my screen. And we can do camera marker name Pelican D camera. I'll have to adjust it, but much nicer. The way this flies is really the worst. I'm going to copy the exact flight settings it has in Halo Reach because that one feels really good. And whatever they did to this thing in Halo 4 feels awful. The sounds, I know. If it was extremely easy to do the sounds, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. It's just, it ain't. Alright, so here are the Pelican flight properties. Let's go reference Halo Reach very quickly. Alright, so here's our Halo Reach flight properties. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to do like a half and half type deal here. Yeah, I fucking lied about that, huh? Alright. So, in Halo Reach, it's only 10 Swiss! Thank you very much for 37 months. Much appreciated. You're creating a Frankenstein's mishmash of parts. Pretty much, yeah. I like it, though. Wait, speed, acceleration. Again, I'm going to leave that, because that's a new one. New boosting properties. But yeah, you're not wrong. Maximum left slide and right is 10. I think it's better this way. Slide acceleration is 12 and 24. Again, I'm not sure what that one is or that one. Maximum uprise is 10 instead of... This thing has crazy fast handling in this. It's unbelievable. 37 months. Good God. Well, thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. Flying torque scale is 4. Rust scale 1. Alright, before I hit save on it, we're going to use the Halo 4 flight characteristics, and this is how it flies, basically. Alright, I just want you guys to get a feel for this. If I could go up with it, I would. But yeah, this is Halo 4's flight for the Pelican. I'm just flying around regularly. This is how it controls. Okay? You seeing this? And this is after I made it so it's even allowed to go and look up and down. It wasn't even allowed to do that before. Alright, now Halo Reach physics. So much better, yeah. And this isn't even fully fixed. There's still some new Pelican flight properties I haven't even fixed here. So it needs a little bit of love still, but it's so much better already. Or why does it sound like that when I get out of the Pelican? Listen carefully. 3, 2, 1. What's with the cartoony ass fucking wind sound effect when I get out of vehicles in this game? It drives me nuts. Like, what the fuck is that? I can use the old Infinite Pelican as the vehicle tag template because I have a new rig and a bunch of other stuff. I probably should have, to be completely honest. I still could, actually, now that I think about it. I think I tweaked those settings a lot better. Though I'll have to use the new camera track that I just made. Let me do that. It'll be better. I wanted to like rebuild it, but I think I spent so long on the original that it ended up just being nicer. No need to just completely restart. You right. Why did they even make the Halo 4 Pelican VTOL? I don't know. That was such a horrible decision. I'm sure during testing it was like better and easier for players and felt better and had better gameplay or something. But I think it was a terrible mistake. Invisible paid actor cowboy in the backseat doing a revolver spin every time I exit the Pelican. Listen, the paid actor, you can hear him do his revolver flip. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I hear like his spurs fucking rustling. I can hear his revolver doing the little flip. Halo 4 sound effects are so goofy, man. Increase the pitch and yaw so you can look up and down further. I will. It's importing right now, all the settings from the good Pelican. Oh, it's done. No, it didn't work. There we go. Now it's using the good settings. Alright, but now we gotta fix the crappy old camera track that it has. When I look up with the Halo 4 camera track, I can't see shit. So, we'll fix it. Instead of using the cursed Halo 4 dropship camera track, we have the distinct honor of using the Halo Reach one, which is so much better. I can actually see the Pelican on my screen now. Amazing. And now I should also not need a camera marker. Probably throw my engine stuff back on the correct location and get some turning animations rolling on this thing as well. Here, I have a story to tell you guys, actually. Alright? Now, the entire story I'm about to tell you, for legal reasons, never happened, and it's all hypothetical. When Halo Infinite first came to PC, it was on flighting, right? There was those, remember those beta flights they had? When that happened, the first thing I and my friend Red Knight did was look for a way to enable Forge mode, because we knew Forge was going to be in the beta flights, and I know everybody's in matchmaking and trying out the game. All me and my friend Red Knight cared about was seeing if we could get into Forge mode. So eventually he figured out, oh shit, all you have to do, yeah, Forge enabled, yeah, you just changed one flag with a hex editor that said Forge enabled, and it worked, and you can enter Forge. And in the Halo Infinite early beta flights, in the Forge mode that nobody was supposed to have access to, turns out on the Forge list was the Pelican and the Phantom, actually. The Banished Phantom and the Banished Pelican were both on the Forge list. And so you could spawn them in. So we were both messing around on our early flight builds, and we saw the Pelican, and I was determined as fuck. I was like, I need to fly the Pelican. But the problem is, you couldn't just walk into it, obviously. But this was, for the first time, we were able to mess around with the Forge scripting feature. Now, Halo Infinite had this amazing Forge scripting feature, and everybody knew about it from all the dev videos they were doing, and my friend Red Knight and I were looking around and trying to figure out how this new Forge scripting feature worked. And to be fair, it was in, but I will say it was busted. It was busted to high hell. So it was working, but it was clearly unfinished. So I was messing around with this unfinished beta Forge scripting feature, and what ended up happening was I found a technique where I couldn't reference, there was like vehicle types. You could reference in the scripting vehicles, but there was no Pelican type vehicle. Even though I could spawn in a Pelican on the beta version of Forge, there was no reference for it in the scripting. So I had to do this thing where it was like this really cursed script. But what ended up happening is I was able to make a script so if I killed my player, I would respawn in the driver's seat of the Pelican, and it worked. And I was able to fly the Pelican back during the very first Infinite beta flight. Everybody else was fucking playing matchmaking on the beta servers, and I was flying Pelicans in a fucked version of Forge, and it was awesome. Should suggest for the skeleton crew to enable that? Well, there's no... It was not good. The Pelican, just like in... The Pelican back then was also unfinished. It was actually destructible, but all that happened was that it disappeared and played a little explosion effect. You could use Fiddler to re-enable it, though? Really? Wait, the second flight they blocked at server side? Oh, that's right. We were trying for so long to get it working again with like some HTML injection bullshit. I forget how, but it never ended up working. Why can't I fly this anymore? Did I? Oh, right, yeah. Let me in. This should be working. Nice. The method did work. That's what people used in co-op Forge flights. They let you taste it and then took it away. Yeah, I'm sure they had the Pelican and the Phantom on the Forge list as like a fun thing when they were developing stuff and messing around. And maybe they even had high hopes of being able to add it one day, but clearly they didn't have the time to turn the Pelican into a fully functioning vehicle. Very sad. It's like that in campaign? Yeah, it was literally just the exact same campaign Pelican. I was so thrilled, though. I have, theoretically, in this hypothetical story, I recorded a bunch of footage of it, but I was never, for obvious reasons, in this hypothetical story, able to show it, sadly. Early flight UI was very different? I don't even remember. It's been so many years now. Well, there's over 100+ objects that are unusable in Forge, but the community maps use them. What the fuck? I totally didn't do the same with the boxes. I'm being so excited to play Infinite Flights, but never could because like 16 Xbox child accounts and Insider so disappointing. Damn, yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass to get it. That's true. Well, I accidentally made it, so the only way to fly this new Pelican vehicle is to go all the way in here. Wait, what? Huh? This is flawless. This is exactly what's supposed to happen. Alright, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm dying, and I think I need to set up these shaders and textures and stuff off stream, dude. I apologize. I need to, like, refocus up on this and get this all working well. That's a lot of Pelicans. I'm going to dip out of here, though. I apologize for a short stream tonight, but yeah, I'm leaving. Sorry, Glitchy. I'm out of here. I'm going to jump out. I will do a longer stream tomorrow, kind of all over the place with the content I was trying to do today, and running into all those issues and realizing that all of my efforts for the last like week has been relatively vain with the texture issues. It's killing me. I'm gonna go solve these problems off stream though. I will see you guys tomorrow. It'll be a much longer stream tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there, but I'm gonna dip out for now and go shove my face into a pillow and scream for about an hour. I'll see you guys then though. Thank you for the stream, or thank you for tuning into the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.